this time. Let me ask you a different question, which is, see, we keep hearing about a whole lot of different policies and programs. We got Swachh Bharat, you got Ayushman Bharat, the ONDC, PLI, okay, and how can businesses work with these things? And how do you read this? What do you need to do to be able to plug in, if you will, into sort of the APIs that the government is putting out there?
Uh, so I did mention something about India Stack and how it's being used, and again, couple of facts over here. I think this one a lot of people will know that majority of world's digital payments, more than 50% of world's digital payments only happen in one single country, which is India. And of course, that's thanks to India Stack and UPI. And uh, it's a very dynamic stack. So there are applications which are being built on this every single day. And so, for example, I have this good fortune of working with an individual called Dr. R.S. Sharma, who was the first CEO of Aadhaar, really launched it out. And he's working on something called Energy Stack. That's a program of Government of India, which says that if, say, I'm a professor at IIT Madras and I have solar panels on my roof, and if I have surplus power and I don't like the price at which the local power company buys back my power, I can actually sell it to somebody sitting in Delhi. So Anuj Gupta sitting in Delhi can buy that power because he also doesn't like the cost at which the local power company is selling him the power. Something like that will disrupt the sector. It will change how we think of subsidies, how we consume power, how we look at cross subsidies, cost of power, cost of running industry. That's something which is coming, and it's built on the same India Stack. And I truly believe that the potential of India Stack has only been scratched at the surface, despite all we see. If you look at so there are certain Supreme Court decisions and acts which define how India Stack can be used. So earlier, only financial services and telecom companies could use Aadhaar. So all of us will know, you say open a broking account, they use Aadhaar to give you an account in couple of minutes, something which used to take maybe 50 signatures earlier. And you get a SIM card where they check your Aadhaar biometrics and they give you a SIM card. But actually, since last year, not many may know this, last year, many more sectors were opened up for access to India Stack. So, for example, e-commerce, travel and tourism, hospitality, healthcare. So, if I'm a startup, this is a hypothetical example, but I was just thinking about it. Right now, as a startup, or like what is very popular today is a D2C, direct to consumer, I'll sell. One of the biggest obstacles I face is that there is a huge amount of return, and people order, and then there is nobody actually who lives at that address. You just send it back, etc., etc. It is possible today to use Aadhaar to actually verify the consumer on your e-commerce site and say definitively, okay, this is the person, this is his background, do a check on that, and then only ship the parcels which meet the criteria, or maybe ship them at a lower cost, charge something less for somebody who does this authentication, who is willing to do this authentication with you. There are applications like that in travel and tourism which has been opened up. Hospitality has been opened up. So for example, now you go to a lot of hotels, they will ask you, give us your ID, we'll photocopy it, will they have to legally send it to the police station. I don't know how many people know there is a full process behind it. Now they can actually use Aadhaar to verify you directly. Go to the check-in desk, they'll use Aadhaar, that's it, you're done, no documents to be given, nothing. Healthcare again opened up. There is something called Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. If you use a digital ID for your health, all your health records will be available no matter where you go. and no matter which application you use, it's all portable. If you're not using it, I would highly recommend pick up any of the apps which enable this, use it. It's a lifesaver. So the question every CEO has to ask is, how can I leverage this tremendous tool of proving identity? Because that's what Aadhaar is essentially. It's just verifying. It gives a yes and no answer. Is this person who he is claiming to be? And by using that process, can I run my business better, faster, etc., etc.? Tremendous opportunity over here. If there is one thing the business, any business should do is probably think a lot more about India Stack. It's not even been scratched on its surface right now.